reach out to, make the fight. But we didn't know how serious it was. Me and Ryan, we just basically got on the phone. I told him everything I wanted. And yeah, no, I am a competitor. And, when I first started out boxing, when I took it serious and, I was like, this what I'm going to do. I wanted to be, I said, I'm going to be great in the sport. I'm going to be the best. I'm not in here to be, just a competitor. I'm not in here to be just one of the other guys. No, I want to be the best. I want to be the guy. So it hasn't, nothing has changed. So the world get to see me face it. But, I'm going to rise even higher than I was before.
Now that you're taking care of business, how does you and Devin Haney end? How does that fight go?
A knockout.
45 seconds, stay sharp, baby.
Bro, I'm real, bro. I'm for real. And put anybody in there in front of me, I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm gonna stop them. Put your money on it.
Fresh off his dominant TKO triumph over Jermaine Ortiz in his first junior welterweight fight, Keyshawn Davis didn't hesitate to seize the spotlight. Moments after the victory, he threw down a challenge to Devin Haney, instantly sending shockwaves through the boxing community and igniting wild anticipation for what could be next.
Devin Haney, you talked the other day, and I told you what Mickey Bay said about Devin Haney and you fight. I talked with somebody that you might know from when you were younger, Coach Sean from Norfolk, Virginia. He told me, when it come to fighting, Keyshawn Davis is just a mean little dude. Like, you can come, you want to box and do all that. He love to fight. Now, I asked you this about Mickey when it came to Devin Haney. Now that you're taking care of business, how does you and Devin Haney end? How does that fight go?
A knockout.
Devin Haney didn't waste any time responding to the challenge, taking to social media with a brief yet unmistakable message, "Keyshawn, let's do it." His reply made it clear that he's treating Davis as a legitimate threat and isn't dismissing the matchup. Davis fired back with unshakable confidence, boldly asserting that he would stop Haney if they stepped into the ring and making it clear that he's prepared to battle at the sport's elite level.
Devin said, let's do it. I know he's dealing with some legal issues. I don't know what happened. He said he had to turn himself in, but I believe he tweeted Keyshawn, let's do it.
He said that?
Yeah, but he tweeted something like that. Yeah.
Well, Bill was in my DMs. We already was talking about it, honestly, before he even hit the media. So I know it's going to happen in 2022.
And you're good going straight to Devin in your first fight at 47?
Davis left no doubts about his intentions. Money isn't a factor. If the matchup makes sense, he's ready to take it. Fearless and determined, he's willing to face any opponent, regardless of their reputation. He's laser-focused on proving himself, vowing to defeat anyone who stands in his way, while setting his sights on top contenders like Devin Haney, Lewis Crocker, and Dalton Smith to firmly establish himself among boxing's elite.
You set your targets publicly on Devin Haney, #1 welterweight by ring, most estimations right now, champion. Why is that? Why Devin Haney? And you have half the amount of professional fights he has. Do you think that's something? There's enough in it for him when he's.
I was 6-0 fighting people with 30+ fights, bro.
I don't mean it from that. What I mean is
stopping him.
Why is he
stopping? No, I'm playing. I'm playing, bro. Nah, why Devin Haney, bro? Honestly, because he's a star. He's a superstar.
You asking that question. I felt like that's what it was. Go ahead.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm ready to fight anybody. So
Davis set his sights on Devin Haney, asserting that despite Haney moving up from 135 pounds, he still doesn't possess true knockout power. Confident in his abilities, Davis insists he could put Haney away, arguing that the lightweight champion has yet to show authentic punching strength at the bigger weight.
No problem against you, bro, but we talking business right now. I will knock Devin out for sure. For sure.
You don't think he's hitting a little harder at 47 than he was at 35 and 40 growing into that weight? That's a no.
It looked like it.
It looked like it.
It looks
to us, Keyshawn.
To me.
Let's see how hard I hit January 31st.
I like it.
Do you think you're already a bright enough star that he'd be willing to take? Because, as a businessman, risk reward. You think you bring enough to the table that he'd want to take the fight? He would take the fight?
Hopefully, bro. I hope he would take the fight. In terms of answering your question, a bright enough star, he's already entertaining me on Twitter and social media and stuff like that. So I guess he sees some money potential in this fight right here. But what I would like to do is I would like to become champion, because that just speaks for itself. Once I come to the champion with the table.
Davis insists that Devin Haney never gave him the respect he deserves, claiming that from the very beginning, Haney underestimated him. He argues that Haney never saw him as a real threat, overlooking his talent even as Davis climbed the ranks and began facing top-tier competition.
Yeah, I never with Cuz.
Why?
Because Cuz never with me.
On what tip?
Bro, it was like times where like, me, I was always around Shakur as an amateur and shit. So Shakur introduced me to Floyd, Devin Haney, all that type of shit. So there's a hell of times around Devin Haney, and we 24 fitness, playing basketball, regular shit before niggas became celebrities type shit, or just who we are today. And nigga just never never even looked me in my eyes. Nigga never showed me respect. Like nigga never. Shakur always like, yo, this nigga Keyshawn, this, that, third. He be like, for real? That nigga still a kid. And, like, he just never gave me my respect.
He sunned you.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bitch ass nigga, you know goddamn well, nigga. Now I'm here, nigga. And everything Shakur been saying, nigga, I lived up to it and then some. What you talking about? And he still, like, his father it's crazy because my beginning of my professional career, his father used to be like, oh, shit, the businessman. Like, dap me up.
My man.
And,
so you always was the
Dev,
businessman.
And Dad was keep his face forward and like, damn, I can't get no pat. Like, nigga, we African American. You can't show me no type of love. You're weird.
All right, well, how about this?
So you've been the businessman.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Since like an amateur.
Keyshawn Davis openly called out Devin Haney, pushing for the fight to be made and declaring that he's ready for the challenge. He made it clear that even if Haney hesitates, Davis is confident he can prevail in the ring, using the bold challenge to command respect and stake his claim for a marquee, high-stakes matchup.
But listen, you still got an opportunity when you go handle your business right here, because you know me and you in the DMs, correct? And you know you told me that you would look like an opportunity, and I believe you.
Not Jermaine, now what we doing?
The same thing that we talked about we were going to do in the DMs before you picked Jermaine.
2026, we doing it.
You promise?
You promise. You the promoter.
Well, I got you. Listen, in the DMs, I got your word on it. All right, just stand on it. Good luck, handle that business, okay?
Keyshawn Davis has clearly stepped up his game, showcasing greater power, precision, and composure by stopping Jermaine Ortiz, the first fighter ever to be finished by Ortiz. Given that Ortiz had previously gone the full distance with elite fighters like Vasily Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez, Davis's win sends a strong message. He's quickly rising toward the sport's highest echelons.
Stopping Jermaine Ortiz, something that Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko couldn't do against Jermaine Ortiz. Heck, they had tough battles with Ortiz. Keyshawn relatively was in control and made this look easy. All right, let's talk about the first half of this fight. It was a very awkward and ugly fight as Jermaine Ortiz was moving all around, kind of jittery. Something we anticipated Jermaine Ortiz would do. That's kind of how he fights, really awkward type. Keyshawn Davis was like, all right, cool. The jab was phenomenal for Keyshawn. Yes, the power punches through like the first half of the fight were even. The jab was way in favor of Keyshawn Davis. That's how he was able to keep Jermaine Ortiz at range. So when Ortiz tried to come in quickly, Keyshawn wasn't having any of it. Then the second half of the fight, really rounds 8 through 12, Jermaine Ortiz realized, I can't keep doing that. I'm gonna have to just stand right in front of him and kind of box and try and land some shots, because Ortiz did land some shots on Keyshawn, nothing of note. And then when he stood in front of him, man, Keyshawn picked him apart. The jab, the right hand, the left hand, the hooks. I'm telling you, everything. Keyshawn Davis is back. In the 11th round, stops him with drops him with a body shot, goes to the head, nice right hand. Then you can see on the replay, he looks down, sees Ortiz is covering with his hands up here, looks at the body, sees it wide open, left hand to the body, drops him. Ortiz has to take a knee. Then the 12th round, Ortiz has an awful left eye, swollen, basically shut. They're like, all right, last round, let's go ahead. Keyshawn, 15 seconds left, does what he needs to do, gets the stoppage, the TKO. Ref says, yeah, no, I can't do it anymore. I can't watch this. And Keyshawn Davis is back. Hey, he called out Devin Haney immediately after the fight. He wants to go up to 47. Already looked pretty big, looked strong at 40, but says, I can go to...
Reflecting on his 140 pounds debut, Davis revealed that he felt unusually at ease and confident in the new weight class. The added pounds gave him extra strength and durability, allowing him to take Ortiz's shots without losing momentum. He maintained a controlled pace throughout the fight, managing his stamina while steadily breaking down his opponent. Even as the rounds went on, Davis stayed locked in on securing a stoppage, hunting for a knockout from the early stages. His blend of patience, consistent power, and endurance culminated in a decisive 12th round finish, cementing his authority in the ring. Analysts praised the performance, noting how Davis not only adapted flawlessly to the higher division but also displayed the composure and finishing skill expected of a top-tier contender.
But yeah, man, I just felt like, I feel like he had a lot of respect for me in the ring. I feel like I was already getting to him in the weigh-ins and press conference. I don't know. I think I just always get to my opponents before I fight. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But I just be being myself, for real. And he was showing me a lot of respect in there in the ring. But also, as the fight just kept going on, we both got comfortable with each other, like, all right, bet. So I did fear him actually trying to win, for sure. But, like, after a while, as I kept punching him and as my strength and energy was not going down, he was just in there. So then after like 6 rounds, I'm like, all right, I got 6 more rounds to go. I'm really about to try to stop you now. You know what I'm saying? Even in the 12th round, I'm like, I'm about to stop you. Like it never left my head. Like, I'm about to stop you. Like, every round, I'm about to stop you.
Keyshawn Davis opened up about the emotional roller coaster leading up to the fight, revealing the personal struggles and self-doubt he wrestled with since his last bout. He admitted there were nights when he questioned whether continuing in boxing was even worth it, exposing the mental and emotional battles he had to conquer just to step back into the ring. Yet, staying true to a long-held promise to his fans, Davis delivered a knockout in his 140 pounds debut against Jermaine Ortiz. Performing in front of 20,000 spectators, he expressed profound gratitude and a renewed sense of purpose, framing the win as a career-defining moment. Davis called the fight a dream fulfilled, showing that resilience, faith, and relentless determination can turn challenges into landmark victories, and signaling that his career is now firmly on the rise.
As a top player in the division, and I'm going to turn it over to Keyshawn.
Well, first things first, all glory to God. Jesus Christ forgive me this win. It's been a long time coming, man. From my last fight all the way to tonight, man. It was a lot of twists and turns and up and downs and nights where I just didn't even want to do this anymore. And y'all don't know that half of like how I even got here tonight just to perform. And how I got that knockout is crazy because I always dreamed to get like a 12-round knockout, like 12 round. Like, that was always my dream. So like, to do it in an opponent like Jermaine Ortiz on my return in front of 20,000 fans, that's God, bro. That's God. I feel like he turned my whole career around. And now it's just continuing to just keep trusting in him, that he's gonna do even bigger things for me. And I'm here, man. I'm back, and I'm better, just like I promised y'all.
Keyshawn Davis hasn't held back when discussing a potential showdown with Devin Haney, letting his confidence shine through interviews and social media. He suggested that Haney wouldn't be a problem, arguing that the champion lacks true knockout power and doesn't possess a style capable of threatening him, implying he could handle the fight comfortably if it comes together. Davis's bold claims are backed by his dominant TKO win over Jermaine Ortiz. He's pointed out that he's already stopped multiple opponents who had never been stopped before and insists he could do the same to anyone who steps in his way, even Haney.
I feel like me and Devin Haney will be it'll be an easy fight for me, bro. Like, super easy, bro. Like, and I know I would stop Devin Haney. I've been saying this, bro, before the Ryan fight, bro. He just don't got nothing for me. He got nothing for me. Like, you don't got no power. You got nothing for me to worry about. Like, what are you gonna do to stop me?
Got you.
And what I got coming with, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he don't got nothing to even stop me. His defense is not that good. I feel like I got better defense than him. I know he fought better opponents than me, so you know what I'm saying? So I give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
But I just feel like I got better defense than him.
His resume tough.
Nah, it is.
His resume tough.
But you gotta realize he fought a lot of guys that was smaller than him too, bro. A lot of these guys were smaller than him, and he was saying it in the weigh-ins, you're too small. You know what I mean? So he knew what he was doing, bro. You know what I mean? So
Keyshawn Davis didn't mince words when criticizing Devin Haney, openly targeting him over the lawsuit stemming from his contentious bout with Ryan Garcia. Davis labeled Haney soft, arguing that a Real fighter confronts challenges in the ring rather than through the courts. He called into question Haney's sportsmanship, insisting that resorting to legal action instead of resolving issues inside the ring shows weakness and falls short of what's expected from a top-level athlete. Davis went further, claiming that Haney's career has been overly sheltered, suggesting that his father and critics have cushioned his path, portraying him as a daddy's boy who has yet to experience true adversity despite holding an undefeated record.
Devin Haney doing all of this with a person that had 0.1 estrogen, and we all seen that Ryan Garcia was still in there getting tired. It's like, bro, I'm sorry, there's no other word to put it. You're, excuse my language. That's how I feel. You're soft. You do not take your L's. You a person that been given everything all your life. Daddy's boy, making sure you been straight all your life. And now you took your first loss. I feel like.
Despite Keyshawn Davis questioning his power and durability, Devin Haney stands firm in his belief that he's proven his toughness against top-level competition. Looking back at his bout with Ryan Garcia, where he was knocked down 3 times, Haney pointed out that he got back up every time and kept battling, showcasing both his resilience and heart. He stressed that he welcomes challenges in the ring, believing that confronting and overcoming adversity is crucial to becoming a truly great fighter. Haney highlighted that his ability to recover from the canvas reflects a level of grit and determination that many critics tend to overlook.
A chin. No, when you get hit and you get up, that's what's showing you have a chin. Being able to get hit and get right back to it.
Did you ever recover from that getting hurt the first time? In the very first round?
I feel like I recovered because I wasn't that hurt. It was more like a surprise.
Like shock.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like I recovered.
What is Bill telling you throughout the course of the fight? What did he have? What type of urgency did he have? What was he saying?
Like I said, I don't want to speak on that too much for various reasons, but yeah.
Are y'all still taking legal action over what he did? Or y'all still thinking about it?
Andre Ward, the former 2-division world champion and respected boxing analyst for HBO and ESPN, has openly lauded Devin Haney for his talent, dedication, and potential. Ward's praise carries considerable weight given his experience and standing in the sport. He has highlighted Haney as a disciplined, hardworking fighter who trains with precision and consistency, making him a formidable opponent, especially as a young champion still evolving toward his peak. Ward's commendation goes deeper than surface-level admiration, pointing to Haney's blend of skill, preparation, and discipline as traits that could elevate him to superstar status in marquee matchups. He has also defended Haney's performances in contentious bouts, like his tight fight with Vasily Lomachenko, urging critics to assess those contests more fairly. Support from a figure of Ward's caliber signals that many insiders view Haney as one of boxing's elite talents.
Haney has done a masterful job with how he's moved his son. And Devin Haney is the truth. He's got skill. He's probably one of the most technically sound fighters in the game today. I think Haney has the advantage because similar to me and Kovalev, people think, oh, he's been at the weight class longer, so he's bigger. It's like, nah, he might be bigger. Doesn't mean he's stronger, and he's sucking himself down to get to 140. That shows up after that 6th or 7th round. The guy coming up, if he knows how to box and he knows his way around that ring, he ultimately has the advantage because I don't have to look like a...
The boxing community is abuzz with debate. Could Davis really topple Haney, or is it all talk? Drop your take in the comments and let us know what you think.